Aloha and welcome back to another video. This is the third part in my Max Payne playthrough, and I'm excited to play for you probably my favorite level in the entire game. And Max Payne's my favorite game of all time, so that's a pretty big acclamation to this level. A calamity to this level. I don't know. I gotta look at a dictionary. Either this level or the next level. It's tough. The next level is pretty similar to this one, just like a lot of the levels in this game kind of bleed into each other very well, fits with the narrative kind of structure of the game, and I think if that wasn't the case, the game wouldn't necessarily have as good of a narrative flow. It's really as if the level design and story complement each other quite well. The level's called Playing It Bogart, as you can see here, and it has a beautiful illustrated loading screen here. I'm playing with a controller, as you can see. And I prefer to play Max Payne with the controller, I think. I know my reaction times aren't as fast because of that, but, you know, it is what it is. I do pretty well with the controller, as you can hopefully see through these videos. I'm on the easiest difficulty because I haven't gone through the entire game on this install yet. I've gone through the game, like I said in the last video, probably, 25 times, 20 times all the way through, but I haven't actually, on this install, on this device that I have, played it all the way through yet. So, I'm going to do that right here for you. That's because I got I had to wipe my hard drive. It wasn't really a new PC, but I got my PC fixed, and I had to wipe my hard drive during that process, so this is the first time it was installed on that hard drive.
I had met Lupino only once. The gangster ran all his rackets through his right-hand man, Vinny Gagniti. Gagniti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer bunny. He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
Lacking balls.
The V deal goes down at your hotel. Jack's exact words, quote, "Vinny, you're in charge of this one," unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through. Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead, goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
A V deal meant added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
See, if it was 316, room 316, then it would be the same room that's in... Oh, wait, never mind. Would it be? No. Room 316, yeah, is The Shining. So, I wonder if they kind of made it a few less because of that. Maybe changed it to 13 instead, partially just because they didn't want it to be the same, but maybe also because 13 is an unlucky number. Not sure. Kind of interesting there. They missed an opportunity to use the number 69, seeing how she's a prostitute.
Getting out.
And I like how even small things like, and we got all the painkillers there. Sometimes I have too many painkillers. 8 painkillers is max, and I have to go back for one.
In his press conference today, the mayor stated that Valkyr represents a clear danger to New York and called for drastic actions to eliminate the problem. On today's top story, the Valkyr crisis worsens with the murder of DEA Special Agent Alex Balder. Special Agent Balder had been shot repeatedly from a point-blank range. The gunman has been identified as Max Payne. The noose is sure to tighten around this fugitive criminal as more NYPD units join the search to apprehend him.
I had just gotten my 15 minutes of fame.
15 minutes of fame is probably right, because how long did it take me to go through the level? Roughly 15 minutes? And what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. The elevator, that room up there, another nice little detail. That room, you can't even go in. It's just there just for looks. And that's what I was going to talk about specifically was that room and the elevator, for example, where there's a line of dialogue just in case you want to try and use the elevator. They really thought of a lot of things to try and add detail. Here's a little their dialogue over there. Anyways, they really added small details that really make the world come to life that they didn't have to, such as cars, like right there, as you saw, driving in the background. See, if these guys, if you wait long enough, they'll actually come out. You can, most of the time, you'll just run through and start blasting them. But if you don't, they'll run through on their own. There's a cool sign right there. There's a lot of different fake advertisements throughout the game for Mexican restaurants and sporting equipment and things of that nature. and that's really cool as well. And they're all basically themed, and a lot of the names have to do with things that are kind of prevalent in New York. There's like Italian restaurant signs and things of that nature. I just think that's really cool, and that, along with the other things I was mentioning, recording dialogue specifically for trying to use the elevator and things of that nature, I feel like really kind of add to the game's world and make this level in particular. That's one of the reasons why this level in particular is probably my favorite level. Here, you even got water dripping from the ceiling in a specific location, and I didn't show it off, actually, I probably should have, but just a little bit before that, if you look, there's some pipes that are kind of look broken a little bit, not really fully broken, but it almost could be a leaky pipe as to why the water's coming down. It might not be from, you could imagine that because of...
My lady.
My lord?
My lady, there is a matter of great
I
importance.
wanted you to listen to that. That's pretty funny.
Lord, there is?
Indeed, my lady.
Here, you can listen to it a little bit more. Oh, no, we gotta kill these guys. Anyways, but I feel like elements like that are really cool world building and just really make the game feel so alive. Oh, if you look on the side there, see? The broken pipes, or broken wall there with the pipes exposed? You can imagine that those pipes are leaking, the liquid in from the ceiling there.
The words.
My lady, I beg of you, I must know. I would rather die than not know.
Yes, my lord, we should both.
My
be
long
dead,
lost
for the
sister.
shame is too great for the living. My lord, I am your long lost sister.
Anyways, and there's also, what's interesting is just to add to what I'm saying,
V had
there's
junkies could go
junkies.
off without a warning. I had to be
Like
careful.
Max said there. There's junkies throughout the environment that can go off at any minute that you got to be careful of. You can see that there's syringes sitting in the sink there. What was funny is whenever I'm in the bathroom and I want to interact with objects, I always interact with a toilet first, but then I always have to interact with a sink afterwards to make sure and wash my hands. I don't know why I do that, but and the TVs are fun to shoot, as you saw, because they just explode into smithereens. Get some crisps there and destroy them. You can do that with the vending machine, as you saw in the last video, but I wanted to show off the vending machine there as well. Oftentimes below these beds, if you activate these vibrating beds, they move, and you can actually see, gotta destroy that lock there, you can actually see that there's guns underneath them sometimes, and that one didn't have one, but... And those guys right there, I could have actually paused and had you guys listen to the dialogue. The dialogue for those guys is quite funny as well, but all of it is, really, this video this series could be 3 times as long, and I could just keep going through it. I almost feel like I could do this again next year.
Tonight, the city's fight against the nightmare drug Valkyr took a turn for the worse, as DEA Special Agent Alex Balder was found brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And
That
now the
face.
weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history continues to pound the city.
In that last panel, it looked more like, max constipation. Some cool dialogue. And it's just cool seeing small elements like that really flesh out the world. And you can see, once again, a little area right next to his pinups where the guy would shoot up. And it's sad, but it's like it fits so much with the environment. It fits so much with the weather, All these things combined make for such an engrossing experience, in my personal opinion. And the world alone is one of the big reasons as to why I love this game so much. There's many different reasons. The gameplay is, of course, number one. Gameplay is king, in my opinion. But the world design really helps flesh out the otherwise kind of, I don't want to say, kind of cliche story, right? It's not super cliche once you start getting into it, but on its surface, it's cliche. I'm going to go back for those painkillers, by the way. There's 2 different painkillers that I missed out on. You'll see where those are located in case you want to find them on your next playthrough. And I also, it's a good strategy if you don't want to constantly save, which I don't want to do here specifically because I don't want to repeat areas that I don't have to. I'm probably going to die sometime in this playthrough, I almost guarantee you. But, going back for them just in case to make sure that we don't have to die in this level, and kind of, have you guys see me play over an area again if I don't have to. Also, if this is kind of a little choppy, tell me below what you prefer, whether it's last video's gameplay or this video's gameplay. This video, I tweaked some settings to make it look a little better, so if you are kind of annoyed by the few frame rate drops here and there, definitely tell me what you prefer, because it's, it's either this with a few frame rate drops here and there, but it looks a lot nicer, or in my opinion, it seems to look nicer from the gameplay. We'll see once it's actually up on YouTube. Don't want to fall into that trap there or get shot from that trap there.
Muertes received a letter. Our investigation had turned up nothing to link Angelo Punchinello, the head of the Punchinello family, to Valkyr. All tracks had ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Muertes' room was signed by the Don himself. It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back. One of our trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. We need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far past the point of no return, I couldn't even remember what it looked like when I had passed it.
So yeah, it's either Max Payne Eye Strain, or there's a nice gun right there, Max Payne Eye Strain, or it's nicer looking Payne Max, but at the same time, there's going to be some frame rate drops. So sorry about that. Just tell me what you prefer in the comments below. I'd love if you did that, and so I can know. Here's the guy right there. Shoot him right as he's getting off the toilet. What a surprise! It's Payne. And little, The Shining. Again with my Shining references there. There's a cool secret. I thought that the police would go by, but what's interesting is that to progress the game forward, you have to go into that room and then come back. But if you go all the way and you go to where I am here, there's a cool little Easter egg and some painkillers and things of that nature. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't want to know what happened here. Well, vampire slaying, of course. Man, Max has to catch up on his TV. And there's the cops, and it's funny, you can shoot them, right? And it doesn't change the story. He's still, well, I'm not going to ruin it, but the ending is still the same that it was before. Let's roast these guys. Since it's Groundhog's Day, and Max Payne just endlessly relives the pain forever until he eventually fulfills his fate and wins the game. He knows where everybody is, so we'll roast those guys on an open fire. Break down there. It's not a very far dive. See, if that was in Max Payne 3, I'd just bash my head into the wall. Or real life, I think that would be an interesting mod, as a matter of fact. I know there's some mods that kind of add Max Payne 2 weaponry or things like that into Max Payne, I'm pretty sure, the original Max Payne. But I think a mod where, like Collision from Max Payne 3 didn't want to be blasted there. See, it looks identical, the room, but a lot of apartments have similar rooms in real life, as far as I've seen. Not all, obviously, but that's not too far out of the norm to have rooms that are very similar in shape.
With the mystery hag over the phone again, sent to the latest One-Eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. It would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
He spelled cum wrong. But yeah, it would be cool if there was a Max Payne 3 collision mod for Max Payne 1, where if you ran into an object, there's the cool little lighting effect there. And of course, it's always fun to shoot those TVs when they're on and blow them up. Otherwise, they just crack when you shoot them. But if you shoot them while they're on, they blow up. Here's the perverted little room of almost like, oh geez, another horror reference, almost like Psycho.
No, wait, you go get him. You go and get him.
Neither, I'll go after you. And see, it's putting out the fire, putting out the flames with gasoline. And you check them, make sure they're dead. So yeah, that'd be a cool mod idea, really. I think that would be a lot of fun. Here's the next level. I'm not going to play very much of it, but I'll show you just kind of the very beginning here. I feel bad, man. I'm sorry these videos aren't coming out as quickly as I'd like to. It's roughly once a day, but this video is probably going to be 2 days after the last one, as opposed to 1 day, which is a little... is because I basically have to have these videos done where I basically have to have the episode that's coming out uploaded before, and the next video done before the other one's uploaded. So like this video right now, if I have 5 done before 4 is uploaded the next day, then I'm good. If I'm always like 2 ahead, but it's difficult to do that.
The old service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack Lupino's hotel.
I'd have to do that because of, my internet, because of how slow it is. If you've seen my other videos, you may have heard me talk about that. Some videos have literally taken me 18 to like 20 hours to upload. I leave my laptop on the entire time while I'm sleeping. Let's ride this washing machine. Yeah, you step on an item that's moving like that, and it's cool because it actually, vibrates your view. And here, let me destroy some of those boxes, get some crap inside, but first we'll listen to this.
A winter storm warning is in effect in the whole tri-state area, as both freezing rain and heavy snowfall continue. Many roadways are already closed, and people are advised to stay indoors. The severe blizzard has ravaged New York for 3 days now, with no end in sight.
We'd been snowed from the start in the Valkyr case. The forecast said there was plenty more where that had come from. But the snowbound city was on my side. Less chance of innocent bystanders getting caught in the crossfire.
It's because the end is nigh. Washing my hands, I ain't gonna do that. Jack Daniels. Destroy those boxes, grab some ammo. This is about the end of the video, though. I just wanted to do a little bit of the next level just to show you guys. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. This video hopefully will come out the day that I'm posting it, probably towards the end of the day. I'm excited to show you the next episode. I'm excited to continue this series, and I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, tell me in the comments below, and if you're not, also tell me in the comments below. I definitely, criticism or praise is both good, because I need to know, what to do better, what to keep doing if you enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.